8 minutes to 9. Sophie Longden with you this morning on Friday, Brekkie. And there's been some international visitors in town this month with a group of Chinese tourism buyers sampling what the Eurobodalla has to offer their Asian travel clients. And there's also been another group of Malaysian travel specialists exploring our coast. The visit was part of Tourism Australia's Corroboree Asia 2018. And to tell us more, I'm delighted to say that my guest this morning is Jonathan Kobus, who's the director of Visit Canberra. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Now, this sounds like a pretty exciting initiative. How long has the Corroboree been running for?
It's one of the sort of annual programs on Tourism Australia's calendar each year, and all the states and territories participate, and it's one of those events that is a really important part of connecting agents who operate in market and sell Australian product with those experiences in Australia. So it's an opportunity to showcase the things that they sell and have them experience that firsthand. So it's a really valuable opportunity.
And I think what's really important around this is the differentiation between how the Asian tourism market operates versus what we do in Australia. We're all a little bit more casual about things, but many of the Asian clients and tourism companies are seeking a particular product as part of a tour.
Exactly right, and it's particularly important for our region, so Canberra and the surrounding region, where all these agents are, they're qualified, what we call Aussie specialists, so they run through an online training program and they become familiar with Australian product. And this program is then an extension of that, where it helps them connect the things that they've learnt through those online modules with the actual experience on the ground. And then the important part of that is then they can actually engage with the product and also impart information from their perspective about what the clients that they deal with are looking for and the type of services that they need when they come to Australia.
Now, this visit to parts of the Sth East in recent weeks is part of a much more sort of, national visit. There were apparently specialists all over the country and checking things out. But what I thought was really interesting was the involvement of Canberra and Visit Canberra as part of that, but also the reference to us really being Canberra's coast, the Eurobodalla and the far south coast being almost a sort of part of Canberra.
Yeah, well, we don't have a coast, obviously, so we've got to claim it somehow.
Well, as long as you recognise that it came here first, so you can have a bit of us.
Yeah, and the really important part of that is there's such a great opportunity at the moment to capitalise on the international marketplace. So 18 months ago, Australia's capital city, Canberra, had no international flights, and now we've got 14 services a week. So that provides a new market that the region's never had access to, and connects the Asia and Europe to our region unlike it's ever been before. So what we are really trying hard to do is position the Canberra region as a destination into those markets. So it's not all about just saying come to Canberra and experience Australia's capital. It's about showcasing the diversity of the experience that is available in that sort of 2-3 hour drive of Canberra. And when you look at what's available there, everything from the coast to the snow mountains to the tablelands and the wine regions to the capital, there's a very diverse experience available to international visitors who come here. So we're really trying to raise awareness of that and let people know how easy it is to access it. And these types of programs that we've had over the last couple of weeks are a central part of enabling that to happen.
Which is all good news as far as we're concerned, and I think we're happy to be your Canberra's coast. Have you also considered our Canberra's mountain as well? Because we've got the Snowy Mountains in Monero and some beautiful areas there for your Canberra visitors.
Yeah, exactly, and I think the right time of year, probably even at this time of year with the beautiful days and there's still snow on the mountains, you could be catching a wave and having a surf in the morning and be up in the mountain skiing in the afternoon. So there's so many places in the world you can do that. So it's all part of what's great about this region. And I think once the international market becomes aware of that, there's a lot of opportunity for businesses in Canberra, from the coast to the mountains and the tablelands.
Jonathan Kobus, it's all very positive, but what about the logistics? When we talk about travelling those distances and we talk about really branching into the Sth East area from Canberra, we have to talk about transport. We have to talk about roads.
Yeah, and Absolutely. And again, it reinforces the importance of getting some of these people who do sell the product to actually experience that firsthand for themselves, because giving accurate information, in terms of what we actually have now is really important. So the region is still very much a self-drive destination, and it's important that the people selling the product can accurately describe what any visitor needs to be able to do when they come here, and how they navigate. And it's far more powerful doing it that way rather than trying to just show people lines on a map and where you go. And I think over time, as demand grows, other means of getting around the region will evolve, and this is all part of growing demand, and there'll be opportunities for tour operators to establish themselves as the demand grows, and other forms of transport. So we need to drive the opportunity, and those alternative transport means will start becoming possible.
And meanwhile, Jonathan Kobus, are you encouraging local tourism operators, tourism bodies, community groups to get in touch with Visit Canberra if they believe that they could play an integral role in the future growth of this market?
Yeah, and one thing we're fortunate enough to have is we've got a great working relationship with Destination New South Wales, with Tourism Australia, and also all of the local tourism bodies in our region. And so we work through all of those bodies to help identify opportunities and the products that we need to work with. And at the same time, we're also looking at ways in which we can support businesses that are emerging to get the skills that they need to be able to deal more effectively with the international marketplace. So, programs like this that we've run over the last couple of weeks, we want to be able to include regional businesses as part of that. It's a really important part of the message that we are giving, and the success is only defined by the willingness of the businesses to participate, and that's what's been great about what we've been doing lately.
Exciting times ahead. We really appreciate your time today, and no doubt we'll be finding out more about growing this region and getting more international tourists into it in the next few months and even years. Thanks, Jonathan Kobus.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Jonathan Kobus there, the Director of Visit Canberra, talking around that Corroboree, Tourism Australia's Corroboree Asia 2018, which saw a number of Asian visitors from Malaysia and China and other parts of Southeast Asia visiting the Eurobodalla and the coast. We will keep you updated as things develop, but certainly exciting times ahead as far as tourism goes.